Four areas. One area has a higher chance of tropical development as we go through the next several days, and it could become a tropical depression or storm by the end of the week. Of course, we'll watch that very closely, but currently there are no tropical threats to our area. As we zoom in a little bit closer to home, we're continuing to watch a potential tropical wave that could develop into a tropical system. Has a 20% chance in the next 5 days, and long-range models not in agreement whatsoever. The GFS in red and the Euro in green. We use these models frequently. Now, as we go through the next several days, you can see that the GFS is trying to pop a low pressure system in the Bay of Campeche as we go through Labor Day weekend, keeping it away from us. It is several days out. We'll continue to watch it very closely, but again, that is a possible scenario as we go through the rest of the upcoming weekend. Now, that one wave that has a higher chance of tropical development, right now we're calling it Invest 91, an area of investigation, looking pretty good on satellite imagery. You could see a lot of thunderstorms surrounding the center of this area here. It has a higher chance as we go through the next 2 to 5 days. And as I mentioned before, it is likely that it could become a tropical depression by the end of the week. So right now it is moving to the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour, and we have maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour. So as we look at the spaghetti plots, pretty good consensus as it keeps it in the Atlantic basin north of the Caribbean islands here. So it can continue that track as we go through the next several days. It may clip the Caribbean islands as we get closer to the weekend. We'll watch it, but long term, it looks like it's not going to head into the Gulf at all. So just to recap, NOAA, they're still calling for an above average season. Named storms, 14 to 20 named storms, and out of those named storms, 6 to 10 of them becoming hurricanes, and then major hurricanes 3 to 5. So far for the season, we've only had 3 named storms, and every single one of them were tropical storms. We haven't had any hurricanes or major hurricanes. And just to recap last year, the same time today, we've already had 9 named storms. 4 of them were hurricanes, and then 2 of them becoming major hurricanes. And of course, one of them was Ida. So Ida already made landfall around this time last year with winds of 150 miles per hour near Port Fourchon at 11:55 a.m. Now, it did tie the Hurricane Laura back in 2020 and the last island hurricane back in 1856 as the strongest storm to hit Louisiana. And also, it was the 5th costliest storm in U.S. history. Also, Hurricane Katrina back 17 years ago. Hurricane Katrina made 3 landfalls. The first one in southern South Florida, and then the second landfall near Buras, and then right near the Louisiana and Mississippi state line. When it reached Buras, the center of that system, it was a Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 125 miles per hour. Now, it was the 3rd deadliest hurricane in U.S. history, Galveston hurricane of 1900 being the first, and by far, this system was the costliest in our U.S. history. Right now, as we take a look out at our current forecast across southeast Louisiana, lots of clouds. But it is humid and hot out there, upper 80s, feeling like the triple digits, and we are dealing with winds out of the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. There's a look at your current temperatures. Things are heating up, and I'm not really tracking a lot of shower activity, but things will continue to ramp up through much of the day because of the setup. We do have a little system here out in the Gulf of Mexico, so that's going to continue to feed in moisture as we go through the afternoon. So scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely, 50% coverage for that, with temperatures climbing into the lower 90s. So just have that rain gear nearby. We'll continue to see showers and storms pop up. A few downpours are possible. And then as we get closer to tonight, things should start settling down under partly cloudy skies. There's a look at your 7-day, 90 hit or miss showers, and then remaining pretty unsettled as we go through the rest of the work week.